Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Roadcraft. I'm here in the mission select screen and I just wanted to show you we have already done 3 episodes in Incommunicado and we're still at 48%. We gotta finish this region right now in this video. Since I'm making content on Roadcraft, I've been seeing a lot of Roadcraft footage pop up on my feed and they are way further ahead of me. I haven't even done Sunken yet, so we still got a lot of work to do, boys. But today, I want to finish Incommunicado. Holy moly, we got 12 out of the 28 objectives done. Okay, we got a lot to do. All right, we are back, boys. Now, off camera, I did prep some of my missions so that when I start recording again, I can just deliver immediately and don't have to do the whole drive back and forth. So for this mission to set up a river base, we needed to deliver some concrete slabs. I think we need to deliver it over here, so let's do that right now. Man, it's good to be back. I haven't played this game in like 4 days. I really did miss it. I really missed it. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna deliver this. There we go, beautiful. All right, now we also got access to the river base. Another one of our side objectives was to create a route, which I already did, I believe, but the route failed. Yeah, it was a pretty long way and it failed over here. Oh yeah, so I also picked up my dump truck to fix the road because there's a lot of mud here. So I'll do that real quick. And I also need to grab my dozer to like fully fix it. And we're at a quarry, so we basically have infinite sand. So let's start by dumping some sand here. I wish it dumped it a little bit smoother. Ooh, that's some really thick mud over there. I think that should be enough, right? Let's go grab our dozer. All right, our dozer is... Oh, over here where we made that road. All right. Not too far away. I love the cinematic camera, but I keep ending up at dead ends. We needed to take a left. I'm sure they won't mind me going through their fence here, right? We'll just blame it on the hurricane. I don't think nobody's home anyways. Oh, slowly. There we go. All right, we got a lot of sand to flatten. Hopefully it goes smoothly in like one pass, which is probably not likely. It usually takes like 3 or 4 passes to get a nice flat sand road. Alright, so far so good. Huh, even knocking down 3 stumps. Alright, we're gonna make one more pass. It actually already looks pretty nice, but I'm gonna flatten the sides a little bit as well. Alright, let's dispatch the vehicles. I will hop in my truck and get it out of the way. Alright, so there's the first vehicle. Nice and smooth. Second one is also on the dirt road. And the third one is also on the dirt road. Alright, nice.
GLA Postal Service.
Uh-oh, one of our trucks got stuck. 2 of our trucks got stuck. I'm gonna give him a little nudge here. There we go. Oh, and the other one got stuck now? What the hell are they doing? Oh, and it failed. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to keep them perfectly on the road. Hopefully that helps. Let's try again. Okay, that's our first truck. That's our second truck. Where's our third truck? There's our third truck. Okay, now they're finally gonna make it. You really have to plot the routes perfectly because of stupid holes like this or ditches can make your trucks get stuck super easy. All right, now that we got that completed, we don't have side missions anymore, but we still have this one main mission. Oh, where we needed to build a road, right? Oh, yep, I also brought my little truck here so I can deploy all the vehicles over there. So let's do that right now. Now keep in mind, if I do this, it will cost me 4 of my fuel tokens, which, you know, I think is fine. Let's recall the vehicles. All right, let's get out of the way. And then now it's just as simple as, I believe, clicking, right? Road planning quest and then select truck. All right, now that that is complete, let's track the task. And now we need to plot a route from the steel pipes facility to the construction depot. Let's start plotting. And then we're here. Dispatch vehicles. For some reason, it looks like they're getting stuck over here. Yeah, they're moving kind of slow. I'll probably dump some sand over here as well. Maybe I'll make it an asphalt road because I got all the vehicles here anyways. Yeah, see, that guy is stuck. Let's give him a little nudge. Happy that you can do this though. But I'm definitely gonna dump some sand over there. He's getting stuck again. Let's give him another nudge. There you go, buddy. There you go. And he's off. Yeah, he needs to go over there. It's not super far. The other truck is already there. There we go. Beautiful.
Great job. You secured yourself a steady supply of pipes. Should help us out a great deal in the long run. Anywho, if there's anything you can't have too much of in our business, it's concrete. At the moment, we barely have any, so sourcing more is a must. I think you can guess where I'm going with this. You betcha. There's a concrete plant in the area. I can't confirm its status from the satellite images. Could you go and check it out? Pretty please.
Yeah, so there's supposed to be a concrete plant in the area. Dude, this map is so big. Oh, it must be over here at one of these locations. Dude, there's so much on the map. Look at all these locations. Jeez, all right. We'll have to go there then. We don't have a vehicle nearby. Actually, we do, but it's these are just trucks. We have a roadside base, right? Where is that? Yeah, we have the roadside base over here. Actually, hold on, fellas. I should have enough coinage to buy my new scout vehicle. It also looks like we might have unlocked a new vehicle. I don't think so. We're only level 6. All of these vehicles are high tier vehicles. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy this truck. I've been wanting this truck for a while now.
Yeah, boy.
There we go. Beautiful. Oh, it looks like my route failed. All right, let's buy this thing. There we go. Okay, so these guys got stuck again. I'm gonna fix this real quick and then I'll continue on with the next objective. No side objectives, just... Yeah, okay, we need to reach this location. All right, let's track it, but let's fix the road first. Otherwise, I won't have a steady supply of pipes. All right, so I poured sand over that road, and over here as well. So the truck should have no issues getting through now. Let's dispatch the vehicles. Where did they get stuck? I'm not exactly sure where, but I think they should be fine now. And so now, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from my roadside base to those new locations, and we're gonna use our new truck. This thing right here, the Invictus Type A. Let's deploy. There she is, fellas. Looks very small. Ooh. Alright, let's activate all-wheel drive and diff lock. And I need to head straight. Let's see where I need to go. Going straight isn't really an option, but I can go right. And then, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a right and then just off-road over here or something. This thing already seems to be performing better than the stock Scout truck. I think that truck is only for this first area. After that, you do need to buy something better. So we're gonna do a little bit of off-roading here. We need to go straight ahead, but there's no road here, which is fine for this truck. You can even knock over small trees. I think this might do it. Dude, this truck is so much better than the stock one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, never mind. We already found a way up. And then, so now... okay, one location is right over here. And this does not look like... oh no. I'll take that. I can recover. Yeah, I can recover, right? I might be making things worse. Yeah. Oh my god. I flipped right in front of the objective just because I didn't want to go around. Well, you know what they say, you learn from your mistakes. Let's hop in our stock Scout truck. That is crazy. Wow, okay.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Alright, looks like we made it to one of those facilities. This one looks like a electrical power station. Oh, actually, no. Concrete slabs facility. Interesting. Okay, so now we just need to provide it with power. What is this? Oh, nice. Interesting, interesting. All right. But I do think we still need to head in those circles with our vehicle. Man, this place is a mess. Okay, we need to head to one more circle. All right, so this is the last one. There we go. Objective complete. This place is a mess, though.
Okay, I think we've seen enough for now. It will take some time and effort to bring it back up, but this concrete plant could still work exactly as we thought. No power, and we can't run a plant like that. To lay a new cable, we'll need to clear out some trees first. Luckily, my database shows there's a harvester in the sawmill's garage. I think you know what to do. Drive over there and see if that harvester is still working. But of course, you can't run a plant with a damaged water supply pipe either. So, once you get there, you'll want to clear the driveways for the trucks and repair the water pipe.
Okay, looks like we got a whole bunch of missions again. We need to get the tree harvester over here, which is not super far away. Let's track. And then after that, we also need to fix a pipe somewhere. I don't see the missing piece, but we'll figure it out at some point. Oh, there it is. We need to fix this pipe, and we need to clear the area of objects over here and here. All right. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of cars there. All right. What I think I'm gonna do is I need to recall, where is my mule one with the cargo crane? It's over here. It's at the garage. Oh no, we can recall it then. And we'll head over there to that new base. There has to be a faster route though, because last time I went all the way over here, drove all the way here, went up here, went behind this, and then I came to the facility. Which is nice and all, but there has to be a faster way. I think with this mule truck, I might be able to go off-road actually. Oh no, this looks very steep. Let's see what happens. Let's try and go straight and go off-road. Yeah, there's some water there, but I think we should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. Whoa. There we go. Whoa, that's deep. But the mule can handle it. No problem. Alright, we are here. So that means we're gonna get a new vehicle. Alright, interesting, interesting. MTK MD76. This is the rusty version, so it's gonna be extra slow.
Now, all we need to do is fix up the plant's power supply. You'll want to use the harvester to cut down the trees around the transformer station. Besides, we need the logs. And killing 2 birds with 1 stone is the environmentally responsible thing to do, figuratively speaking.
Okay, we also have another vehicle over there. Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
That's the log transporter, and this is the log lifter, or I don't know, the saw machine. I'm not sure. This is a Rusty 3 harvester. Okay. Alright, and this is? This is a Rusty log forwarder. Ooh, this one looks nice. Oh my god, this thing looks awesome. Alright. But before we do this, I do want to finish up this area over here. So we just need to drive with our truck. Oh, there's a bridge broken here, bro. When are we gonna get the ability to fix bridges? I think once we get this factory running, because this is the place that produces concrete slabs. So what I'm gonna do, since it looks like I'm gonna be busy here for a while, we're gonna bring this over there and spawn all the vehicles we need. All right, we managed to get our mobile operation center over here. And now all we need to do is bring this mule truck over there. Just kind of sketchy because I just went off-road over here on the mountain and dropped down. But it was very steep. Let's see if the mule can handle it as well. Alright, so far so good. Yeah, it handled the climb, no problem. And now for the drop down. This should be pretty simple. Yeah, I can just go right here. Oh. Alright, saved it. Alright, so here we need to clear the area of all this garbage inside of the white circle. So let's do that. I think for that area we're gonna use a crane, and we're also gonna call in our big truck. But for over here, I think I can just move these guys with the winch. Yeah, just drag them away. These guys are pretty heavy, but there we go. That's 2. And now for this third dude. Alright. Oh, actually, there might drive some trucks here, so I need to drag them away from here. Kind of cool that the door opens of the destroyed truck. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. And so now we need to provide this place with some electricity, and we also need to clear up this area. So I think we also need to move this container, but we're out of reach. Let's see if we can push it with our truck. Alright, this should be the final one. Nope. Oh, yep, that's it. Alright, and so now we need to replace the pipes. I can buy a pipe from here, but it's expensive. And the pipe facility is Oh wow, that's really far away. It's not as far away because, you know, things... Oh, actually, I could bring a pipe from here because I do have some pipes in my storage. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the garage, recall my mule, and then deploy it back out. Bring one pipe with us. Hopefully we don't need more. And then we'll bring it to that one location. Looks good enough to me. This might not work out because this time I'm near some rocks. Last time I dropped where there was nothing but sand. No, actually, we'll be fine. Just gotta be really careful and take it nice and slow. There we go. Easy. Alright, boys, we finally made it. And now we just need to park, handbrake, enable anchor, release the straps, enable crane, and just drop it in place. Beautiful. Nice. And now we need to use the harvester to clear the area of trees. Oh, that's a lot of trees. If it's gonna be like the stump mulcher mission, it's gonna take a bit. We do get a nice amount of coin, and I'm sorry, there has to be some way to gain access to this area more easily. I see this road, but this road is so annoying. I have to go up here and then I go down every time. There has to be a better route. So this thing has a 3 scanner and a different camera mode. We got manual aim control. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's test it out on this tree. Alright, I need to bring this tree cutter to the objective, but man, look at our speed. I know I'm driving in mud and all, but damn. Only 330 meters away, but it feels like forever. Nah, this is crazy slow, yo. Let's hop in the other vehicle and see how fast this one is. Maybe this one has a winch or something. And this crane has some kind of arm. Toggle claw, yep. We can strap cargo, we can fold crane, and also toggle anchor. Alright, got it. Okay, so turning radius on this thing is completely trash. And so this thing handles the terrain no problem, but it's also surprisingly slow. It's like a tractor, but just with big wheels and a trailer. Alright, we finally made it. Alright, let's see how this vehicle works. So I need to cut down tree. Sorry, the information, the tips one won't go away. Alright, cool. Alright, and now I need to arm control. I need to process tree. Interesting. Man. And then it cuts it, right? Interesting. And then I got a log on the ground. Interesting. And then I need to grab it manually with the other truck. Oh my gosh. Alright, we need to cut down a few more trees though. Oh man, grabbing these is gonna be really tricky. Oh my gosh. There we go. We got one. And how do I place it in my... I think I just put it like this, right? And then just drop it. There we go. We got our first log. Quite tricky. Quite tricky. Now that took very, very long, but we got all the trees cut and now we're transporting the logs back to the sawmill. Whoa. It's so cool that the rear or the trailer can rotate, or it can increase. I don't know. It spins, if that makes sense. Separately from the front section. See what I mean? That's kind of sick. All right, I think we're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. We need to take a left now. There we go. Finally made it, boys.
I suppose it's about time we got that power supply going. Installing the power cable should be pretty straightforward now that you've cleared out the trees. But there's one catch. Since it's concrete we're talking here, we can't have the mixer stop once the process is started. This means that we need not only a new power cable, but a backup power source too, in case something goes haywire. Luckily, there's one at the transformer station. So, you can fetch it when you're done installing the power cable, or the other way around. Create your own destiny.
All right, and so now we need to lay down the power cable from, this area over here, the transformer station, to the concrete slabs facility. That is really, really far. I could probably just do it off-road. What is this? Oh, that's the tree stump thing. My roadside base is over here, so I could probably spawn in the cable laying vehicle and do the same thing I always do. Just drive right, take a left over here, drive off-road, and bring it over here somewhere. Yeah, I think and that's why it's also red over here on the outside. I think that's what we need to do. It's gonna be a really slow ride. These are the least interesting missions to do, so I'm just gonna, do a quick cinematic, and I'll see you guys at the end of the objective. Where's our cable laying vehicle right now? Oh my god, it's all the way over here. Yeah, no, I think we're done with it over there, and we'll just respawn it over here. Hey, look what I just spotted, fellas. Another toy truck. Let's mark it real quick, because I don't have anything to grab it with right now. Place marker, and I'll put a star. A yellow star.
A few moments later.
And there we go. Beautiful. And so now we need to go pick up this thing. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, we need to go pick up this thing. Where is this? Okay, it's not super far away. So the way you switch between what you need to pick up is by pressing these little these dots. All right, figured it out. Since we need to go down here anyways, I'm gonna pick up this toy truck on the way and sell it as well. I'll be honest, they could have done a better job with the UI. I've gotten confused so many times to see where I need to go or what I need to do. The UI could definitely still use some work. Okay, looks like we need to pick up some sort of generator. I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna fit in my bed perfectly. The toy car is gonna get crushed, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, that's the best we're gonna be able to load it because we still have the toy car in our bed. I think we'll be fine. That's the shortcut I've been using to get in and out of this place easily, because there's no other easy way to get in and out. I've been using this little gap over here, because if I go around, I'll have to fix this bridge, which is a little bit problematic right now. There's no way around these train carts. There's no route over here yet either. And even if we make a route here, we're gonna have to go all the way around. Kind of a strange place, to be honest. All right, let's enable handbrake, anchor, release the straps. There we go. Concrete slabs facility complete.
plant's power woes are finally over. It's ready for its grand reopening, courtesy of your efforts. Well, maybe not so grand, but still, the only thing left to do is start delivering the concrete slabs. Plot a route from the concrete plant to the warehouse nearby.
All right, sounds simple enough. Concrete slab to the warehouse nearby. Oh, that's super easy. All right, dispatch vehicles. All right, there we go. Beautiful.
Well done. Now we have a steady supply of concrete. No need to cut the ribbon. Though, if you find one, you're welcome to do so. Now that you've restarted the relay, its transmitters have enough power to let us talk anywhere. But we've got to restore the whole system to provide reliable coverage for everyone. Our workers need equipment, and I know just where to get it. When the hurricane hit the eastern quarry, they evacuated, leaving behind a whole bunch of climbing equipment. I know you're just itching to check it out, so I won't stop you. And if the equipment's still there, take it to the workshop. That's not all, though. We have the tower frame ready at the steel mill, but guess what? Yep, we'll need a road to transport it from the steel beams facility to the workshop. And while you're at it, set a route to deliver the radio electronics there as well.
Bruh. Dude, that's so much work. I thought we were almost done. Oh no. Build a road, climbing equipment, which is over here. This one looks easy enough. And the final mission was to set up a route from the relay to the workshop. That's actually not super far away. Oh, I already fixed this road. Oh, that's gonna be nice. All right. This one's gonna be easy. These guys are getting out of there, so yeah, sure. You guys can drive here, 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 here. Fine. Dispatch. And we'll check out this mission at the same time as well. Alright, let's see what kind of mining equipment they were talking about. I'm gonna have to grab my Mule T1 with the crane. Alright, objective complete. The trucks were able to deliver the goods, so my plotted route works. And now I need to fix this road over the swamp so I can plot a new route. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my mobile spawn vehicle and get all those trucks over here. Alright, we're close to where we need to be to fix the road. I'm not sure why we need a road over a swamp, but I'll just do what they ask of me.
You probably can't tell under all that water, but there used to be a driveway there. If you use that as a foundation, a new road built over it might have a shot at surviving future floods.
Okay. Let's recall. And then I believe I can open up the, yep, road planning stuff. Select truck. Select truck. And select truck. Is my guy really stuck? Of course he does it perfectly, even though he's missing everything. Alright, cool. We've already seen how the road is paved, we don't need to see it again. Alright fellas, I'll be honest, I'm kind of stuck. I made it to the objective location, but I don't know how to get across. Ah, that's it. That's what we need to do. Alright, so we made it up top, and I'm assuming Yeah, we need to just knock that over, right? I wonder what those are for. Oh, I need to bring them over there so I can drive past. Oh, okay, got it. We kinda got ourselves stuck here, though. There we go. Yeah, we can lift these up. That's crazy. And so we just drop these over here. Yeah, our crane isn't long enough. Let's get a little bit closer. I wish these would snap into place. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I still don't have the range. Yeah, so now my boom arm is getting in the way. Dude, this is not supposed to be here. I feel like I'm wasting my time here. Let's see if we can drive over it. Let's see what happens. Oh god. You know what, guys? It's 2 a.m. for me. I think I'm gonna go to bed and we'll tackle this tomorrow morning. Oh wow, we managed to go from 48% to 77%. We still have a lot to do over here. All right, welcome back. For you guys, it's the same video, but for me, it's the next morning, and this is gonna be a little bit of post commentary because I had some issues with my OBS. This morning, I woke up fresh, brought my son to school, and I started recording for like 5 to 6 hours. Unfortunately though, for some reason, my OBS recording software wasn't picking up my game audio, so a whole portion, like all those hours are just muted, so no in-game sound. Now, there were a few funny things that happened, and I clipped those manually, so those do have audio. So apologies for this, fellas. Next time, I'm gonna keep a closer eye on my OBS software to see if it's recording everything that it needs to record. Now, this isn't an entirely bad thing though, because dude, this whole footage for this episode alone is like more than 10 hours now just to complete this section or this mission, this area. So what this allows me to do, since a whole portion doesn't have audio, I can just, you know, do a quick recap and finish the episode. Now, where we left off last night is I got my truck stuck in the little ditch, and this morning I used my mobile operation center to pull it out. After I pulled myself out, I was still trying to figure out how to get across, so I was driving around the area, couldn't spot anything. And also, remember how I had a toy car in my truck and I completely forgot about it? So I recalled this vehicle over here. Luckily, the toy car stays wherever the truck was when you recall it. After a while, I finally figured out that I could make a concrete bridge to get across. At first, I had no bridges available. Later on, I had access to wooden bridges, and I think when I completed the concrete slab factory, that's when I got access to concrete bridges. To make this small bridge, it only required 3 concrete slabs, so I picked them up back at base, brought them back over here, and fixed the bridge. After that, I could finally go across and pick up my object and deliver it to the workshop. Once I completed that mission, I got another mission to transport the tower frame to the workshop, and I had already made a paved road, so all I needed to do now was plot a route for the computer trucks. 90% of the route was fine, but there was one area at the end where they kept getting stuck for no reason. There wasn't any mud, there wasn't any water, it was just a little bit steep. But I had not realized that yet because I was over here at one of the factories collecting all this junk so I could sell it for some extra coin. And so when I finally realized that my trucks kept getting stuck, I had to push each and every single truck up here to complete the objective and get all the extra rewards. So that also took a couple of, I think like an hour or something. But I wasn't just sitting and waiting in the truck. I was, doing other stuff around the map and coming back to check here from time to time. And after those tower parts were delivered, we got another mission to bring those tower parts back to the location where the damaged tower was. This one wasn't too far away, but luckily I filled up the hole in episode 2 with my dump truck because I was trying to take this route earlier. So we were able to complete this mission pretty fast. So after that mission, we got another mission to bring a whole bunch of resources to this location. We needed 8 logs, 10 steel beams, and 4 concrete slabs. Of course, the first vehicle I thought about was my truck with the crane in the back. I knew collecting all those resources would take a lot of time, so I went back to my semi-truck because I was also done loading up all this junk. And so once everything was strapped in, I started heading to the depot station. But this game doesn't have plotting, so on the way, I opened up my map to figure out if I needed to make a left turn or a right turn, and then this happened. There were only 2 things I could do. I could risk it and wait until my truck lands somewhere randomly in the forest and maybe get stuck upside down, or I could log out and log back in. And the moment I logged out, I was like, oh crap. When you log in, nothing is strapped to your truck anymore. And so when I finally loaded back in, this is what I saw. My name isn't JBRider for no reason. I don't give up, so I loaded it back up and went to the depot station to sell it all. I did get stuck on the way because my truck was pretty heavy, but I just used my mobile spawn truck to pull me the rest of the way. And I made around 2,850 coin by selling all this crap. Not a whole lot, but you know, it's something. So once I sold everything, I started collecting the resources for that one mission. We needed 4 concrete slabs, and I didn't want to go to the concrete slab factory and buy any, so I just bought 2 and I had 2 back at the garage, so I picked them up later. We also needed 10 steel beams. Luckily, we had plenty back at the garage. And we also had exactly 8 logs. And as I was loading my truck, I saw that not everything was gonna fit because I also needed to carry 8 logs with me. So I thought I did have that one new log truck and it has those poles on the sides to carry high load. So I swapped to that vehicle hoping I could load everything onto that. Not gonna lie, this took another 30 or 40 minutes because before I loaded everything in my mule truck, but then I swapped it out to that other truck. So once I strapped everything in, I looked on the map where I needed to go or what kind of route I could take. And now this isn't the best handling vehicle because right outside of the garage, this happened. I tried using my mobile spawn vehicle to pull me out because that's like the strongest vehicle I have. But since my truck was so heavy with slabs, steel beams, and logs, it couldn't even move it a little bit. And this took me 40 minutes to load, so I was kind of desperate. I did not want to release the straps, let everything go, and load them back up for another 40 or maybe 50 minutes. And so a while back, I noticed that with this dump truck, when you keep dumping sand at the same location, it lifts up your truck. So I had the idea to maybe use this vehicle to drop sand on the vehicle, and then it would lift it up and maybe flip it like that. So I did that, and man, seeing it work just gave me a glimpse of hope. So I kept trying and trying and pushing, and this truck is very, very powerful. It has more pushing power than that mobile spawn vehicle. The only unfortunate thing is that it doesn't have a winch, so I couldn't pull the truck out, so I had to push it out, or push it and flip it. So after my truck was flipped, it was a pretty smooth ride to the objective. And once we completed that mission, we got another one to plot a route from the steel beams facility to the eastern tunnel. But there was another destroyed bridge, so I needed to make a new bridge. And this one also required 3 concrete slabs, which I did not have at any base. So I went back to the supply depot and bought 3 concrete slabs, loaded it up on my vehicle, brought it back to the destroyed bridge. And boom, bridge fixed. Once the bridge was done, I was finally able to make a complete route from the steel beams facility to the eastern tunnel. And I'm so sad that this portion doesn't have any audio, because after I completed that mission, we had a nice little cutscene of some cargo ships delivering more supplies. Okay, so now we have a mission to restore the western radio tower, which we are tracking right now. We also have this one, commission the central radio tower and repair the northern radio tower. This one just needs a route. This one needs to deliver, we need to deliver this vehicle, or one vehicle over here. And this one, we need to transport these radio tower beams. So that's where we are right now. I prepped it, so I didn't have to drive back and forth while I was recording. So all I need to do now is load them up, strap them in, and I should be able to deliver them with no issue. I brought my semi-truck here because, that has the longest bed. I believe there's another truck I could have used, but, I like the semi-truck. I think the semi-truck is going to be fine. Also, that other truck is kind of on the weak side. Doesn't have a lot of power. All right, beautiful. And now we can strap it in and get the heck out of here. Oh, come on. Don't tell me we're gonna get stuck right here. All right, let's not go there anymore. Oh, this looks kind of sketchy. I think I need to take a right, yep, and then a left again. All right. I think this is where we need to take a left. This road looks okay. It's like a hard dirt mixed with old paved road. Yeah, so guys, how are you guys doing? This has been like the first week where I couldn't upload the episode. This episode has been taking at least 4 days in total to edit and 3 days to record. Just different sections. It's crazy. So I still haven't figured out the best way to tackle these types of videos. Each video is getting less and less views. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, boys. I have been playing this game long enough to know not to force this truck, so I'm just gonna go get my mobile spawn vehicle. Yeah, so like I was saying, this episode took like over a week to produce. I don't think I can get it out any faster, man. So I also skipped a whole bunch of footage. Well, not footage, a whole bunch of boring sections. Just, you know, like for example, cutting down the trees and laying down cable. I skipped like large portions of those that footage. So for the next episode, the sunken city or sunken, I still don't know how to tackle it, man, because these are so strange to edit and to record. I want to do it fast, but I also want to show you guys the progression and see what's going on. So we'll see what happens, man. Or we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I feel like some vehicles are just a little too weak. They can't handle the terrain. And since you cannot upgrade your vehicles, it makes these missions tedious for no reason. But we got it though, we made it. I think he can just drive in it like that. Nope, I think I need to deliver. I need to wait in the vehicle, hold on. And now I should unstrap. And there we go. All right, objective complete. I thought Kelly was gonna say something. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, now for the next mission to commission the central radio tower, we need to deliver a vehicle. And off camera, I already drove the vehicle halfway, so we only have to deliver it like really super close. You know, just to speed up the footage a little bit. And I think that's how I need to, I don't know, I can't do it with all the missions, that's the thing. Because sometimes when I'm recording, I just want to record in one swoop. And I can't be doing this off camera each time. So if I can, I'll do it in between recording sessions. But if not, you know, you're just gonna have to suffer through it. Well, actually, you guys don't suffer, I do. I have to suffer through it alone. But yeah, this one was super easy. This truck, I don't think it got stuck. But yeah, this is the other truck I was talking about. It's big, but it can't carry two of those big, large antenna beams. There we go. Objective complete. Beautiful. No word from Kelly. So now to repair the northern radio tower, we just need to plot a route. And if I'm correct, everything should already be in place. All right, so the only problematic spots I see on this map is this bridge over here. And maybe over here, like this turn, for example, really dirty. But we'll see what happens. I guess I'll be ready there and wait for them. That looks really problematic. I think I'm gonna have to fix this up first in order for them to complete this route. Yeah, see guys, I told you it was gonna be problematic, so I'm gonna dump some sand and make it nice and smooth real quick. Okay, so when you spawn your dump truck with the mobile spawn vehicle, it doesn't come with sand. Luckily, there's a quarry right there, so it's not a big problem. Looks like my guys are still getting stuck around here somewhere. I don't know why they're getting stuck here. They're getting stuck on something. Oh, the area is just really bad. Okay, I guess I'll dump some sand over here too in a minute. It's not super far away. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. All right, let's see if my trucks can make it now that I fixed the roads. I'll push him with this vehicle if I need to. Oh no, come on. See why I don't want to use this truck? It's so incredibly weak. And it's so sad that you can't upgrade vehicles in this game. That first truck is doing alright though. Like the game wanted me to dump sand on this whole road. Uh-oh, why is my... Oh, what the... Oh, they need to take a left. I forgot about that part. Oh, no. Oh, no, I forgot about this part. I forgot to flatten this. Alright, finally made it. The rest of the way should be pretty much smooth sailing. I keep saying that, and it's never smooth sailing. Let's hope it's smooth sailing this time. Oh, they made it. Hell yeah. It was actually smooth sailing. All right. Finally, boys. I think this might be the last mission to where we finally get to 100% this whole area. Of course, they gotta do awkward stuff at the gate. There we go, fellas. Oh my gosh. We're still level 8 though. Man. Alright, let's see what Kelly has to say. Reconnect, goal complete. Yay.
All 3 towers back in action. You did good today. Real good. Tonight, I'll raise my mug of cocoa to you.
That's it, fellas. All goals complete. We just had 2 goals in this region, and it took like 3 episodes, 2 weeks. Oh man. Oh, looks like someone failed. It's okay though. Oh my god. Continue playing because I did find some toy trucks. Oh, per truck we get 400 more XP and 1,000 coins. So I still need to. Okay, that's okay. We'll keep. Okay, so we'll let them keep driving. I think everywhere was smooth except for the end over here. I'm gonna fix this patch up a little bit, and then after that they should be fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This was very rough. I think these are the hardest videos I ever had to make on the channel. The missions are long and slow. The file sizes are big and long. Editing takes ages, but I still do enjoy the game. I don't enjoy editing it. Usually I do enjoy editing my videos. I don't enjoy editing these ones, but I do enjoy playing the game. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope I earned your like and a subscription to the channel. If you guys would like to see more, you can do that by watching one of these 2 videos over here, and I'll see you there in a minute. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace.